Hello, it's Mitch Churi. Welcome back to the Mitch Churi Chat Show. I'm Mitch Churi. This is my chat show. Welcome. My guest today is a Hollywood legend. He has directed so many of your favorite comedies like Bridesmaids, Freaks and Geeks, Huge, Spy, The Heat. He's worked with many, many big names, and he's got a brand new film coming out with Amanda Seyfried, Sydney Sweeney. It is called The Housemaid. Ooh, drama. You may have read the book. It's coming out Boxing Day. I'm so excited to welcome him to the Mitch Churi Chat Show. It's the one and only Paul Feig. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mitch Churi Chat Show. Paul Feig, hello.
Hi there. Hello, everybody. Hello, Mitch.
So good to have the best dressed man in show business.
What, me? Oh, my goodness. Well, I should be buttoned up.
You unbutton. What is there? There's a rule, right? One button for if you're standing, and then two buttons.
Well, yeah, but this is a double breast. It's actually a 1.5 breast.
Is it?
Yes.
How dare you look at me and
So
say
am I.
1.5 breasts? Yeah.
There you go.
We have that in common.
But when you sit down, it's just, and I've just been eating all day, so I'm just far too fat to keep this buttoned up.
I've been so excited to talk to you because I'm such a fan, and I break the rules of my own show because we start every show with a culture card. It's our way of cutting the fat so the guests can bring a topic that they actually give a shit about.
I like it.
So I just wanted to add, you're one of those people. Are you a joke topper? Because I fear you might be, and I'm that kind of person that I see the opportunity for a joke and I take it.
Yeah.
Is that you?
Oh yeah. No fruit. Hanging fruit is too low.
Yes.
For me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now my mind's racing. My mind's going to testicles. I don't
Keep going.
Yeah,
Why not?
I don't know why.
It's hot in here. So
it is.
Go low.
All right. Grab your culture card.
Okay.
And write whatever you want. And we were talking in the studio beforehand that you had a 14-hour flight, so I know you could be delirious.
I'm going to say something that's going to.
We're taking advantage of Paul.
Total trouble.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. And don't get that ink on your suit because we're paying for that dry. Grace, you'll have to pay for that dry cleaning bill. Is that okay?
That's fair.
Thank you. That's an expensive suit. We don't have that budget.
That's right. Please. That's all I ask.
I love when the guests write a monologue. There's so much to write. This is fantastic.
Done.
Okay, here we go. Paul Feig's culture card.
I just want to put the cap back on.
Get that.
I'm very anal that way, if you will.
Yes.
Low-hanging fruit, please.
So am I. Yeah?
Join in.
We have that in common.
Look at that. All right, ready?
Yes, reveal. Vodka martinis are bullshit.
Yes.
You changed it up. I thought we were going with something else. I love that this is it. This is great. Wow, talk to me because that's my drink of choice.
Oh, really?
Extra dirty, mind you.
Oh, okay. Well, no. A real martini is gin, not vodka.
Aha.
Vodka doesn't taste like anything. So when you have a vodka martini, all you're tasting is vermouth.
Yes.
But that's why a lot of people like a dirty martini, because you're trying to get flavor into something that has no flavor.
Yes, you're
But
right.
then if that's the case, just drink, a jar of olive brine.
Yeah, of course.
Take a shot of rubbing alcohol.
Okay, so the perfect martini is what? A gin martini.
Is gin, yeah.
Dirty?
Well, I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah.
I personally, I like gin.
Yes.
I want to taste it.
Yes.
So to me, it's very dry up with a twist. So
Yes.
like a drop, 2 drops of vermouth or a wash of vermouth.
Yeah.
Stir it or shake it gently.
Uh-huh.
Shake the shit out of it.
Yeah.
He loves to. Bartenders just pride themselves on like, bam, 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 like
Yeah.
shaking it like they're killing something.
Like a
Just shake-
peacock. They're showing off for the young girls. They're always showing off the arms. the
Oh
muscles.
yeah, it's all about the guns.
Yes.
Exactly. But then they pour it out as this cloudy, ice chip filled mess. Which if that's what you want, God bless you.
Yes.
But
yeah.
no, you want it to be dry enough that you taste the gin, and you want the twist to release that oil that's just going to brighten it up a little.
God, you're good. You're a man of class.
I make okay movies. I make great martinis. Great martinis.
That's the drop quote.
Sorry, Paul, is that why the martini is so big in A Simple Favor? Like it's such a plot device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're hard pressed to find one of my movies that doesn't have a martini.
Really?
Yeah.
Such a good plot device. It says so much without saying anything at all.
Well, it's also the most cinematic looking drink you can get.
It's sexy.
It's sexy. I mean, that martini glass is the most perfect shape with that kind of triangle shape.
Yeah.
And what's great about a martini glass too is that it's one of the most impractical glasses ever made.
Yeah, to hold with 2 fingers, like it's a.
Well, that and even just try to navigate through a party with like a full martini,
Yes.
it's going over the
It
side.
spills. You're so right.
Yeah.
But then also the modern cocktail glass, whoever's designing those fucking things, modern cocktail glasses can be horrific. So ugly. Ugly vessels. The classic martini glass and a lowball glass, perfection.
Yeah. 100%. No, I mean, everybody always tries to reinvent the wheel with
Yes,
martini glass.
yeah.
Like, it's got a kooky, bent
kick in it.
thing,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
it's got a ball on the end.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
It sits on in a nub.
Thank you.
No.
You know what you Americans do? Now, look, sorry to make it Australia versus
here we
America. There's a long list.
Bring it on.
Where do I start? It's blue cheese in an olive.
Oh, I know.
Martini, come on.
I know. Blue cheese. And I have friends who like that. And I'm just like, why just
Keep it out. Yeah.
let me just pour you a glass of piss and
I'll vomit. It's
yeah,
disgusting.
exactly. Like,
It's so bad.
You're not going to know. All you
So-
can taste is blue cheese.
Okay, so the love of making cocktails, does that tie into your love of a beautiful suit? I feel they're connected, surely.
Yeah, it all represents adult life in my head. Yeah. Because I, as a kid, I wanted to be an adult. I would watch. Do you have a show here back in the old days called Bewitched?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was my nose. For the podcast listeners, that was my nose twitching.
Yeah, exactly. It was very amazing.
Yeah.
No, like, Darren would come home from work. And there'd be a martini cart, and either she would present him with one that she had made, or he'd make a martini. And
Yeah.
it's just like, I want that when I grow up. I want
Yes.
to be that person.
So you're a Midwest boy for the Aussies. That's in the like smack bang almost in the middle.
Yeah,
United
kind of
States.
ish up towards Canada,
Yeah.
Michigan, the mitten. If you look at Michigan,
Yeah.
look at the map.
Looks like a mitten.
It looks like a little mitten.
Yeah, okay. And then you move to Los Angeles. We'll get to your movies because your movies and your shows and your checkered career.
They're not going anywhere.
Well, let's go. The Office, Arrested Development, Weeds, Mad Men, Parks and Rec, 30 Rock, Nurse Jackie. They're just some of your shows that you've
Ones that I
worked
directed,
on.
yeah,
You directed, yes. And then, of course, we have to talk about the film that is coming to Australia, The Housemaid.
Yes.
Getting a global release. Huge. But to get there, I read, and I love this about you, because I was a little comedy nerd that did something very similar. You called around all the movie companies and you were looking for a gig.
Yeah.
And you landed a job at the Universal Studios as
Yeah,
a
the
tour guide.
Yeah, tour.
And driving the bus, were you Norman Bates in that that scene with Norman Bates in at the Psycho House? Was that you, Paul?
Yeah, that was me.
yeah.
I was wearing somebody else's face on my face.
Yeah.
No, it was. I was a tour guide. When I was a kid, we had taken the tour Universal Studios, and I thought it was just, I was in the heart of showbiz.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was just all, a tour. And so when I turned 17, I wanted to get into showbiz, and I was in Michigan, and so called around all the studios, seeing if they needed actors. And of course, they didn't. They needed, accountants or lawyers. And then last one I called was Universal, and they said, we need tour guides. I was like, and so they said, can you be out here in 2 days? Wow. I said, yes, I can. So I got my next door neighbor, packed up our car, drove out straight through, and then I got a job at Universal Studios.
Who was it that you were watching as a kid that made you make that jump? What comics? Was it Steve Martin? Who was out there?
Well, definitely Steve Martin was a huge influence on me, but I mean everything. I was just obsessed with movie comedy, from Groucho Marx all the way through to, the current stars of the day. And
Did you watch
Saturday Night
vaudeville?
Live.
Did you watch any of the vaudeville? The old
Oh
vaudeville
yeah,
stuff?
I love all that stuff.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, it's kind of well, that's the days though when you had one act and you did it for 20
Yeah.
years. And then movies and TV came in and ruined it because they did their act once. They go, okay, what else you got? It's like,
Yes.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much me when I was a stand-up.
Yeah.
And so I just really was seduced by it all. And it was really, I wanted to get out to California.
Yeah.
And when I got out to Hollywood, I thought it was going to be glamorous, and it was not glamorous at all.
Where did you study? Where did you go?
Well, I eventually went to USC Film School.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I learned about that when I was at Universal as a tour guide.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then going back and working there, was there a moment that you look at that lot and you go, I remember coming here as a kid and now I'm working here?
Yeah, it was crazy. That, and then the craziest thing was then, years and years later, I got a overall movie deal at Universal Studios.
How does that, what's a movie deal? Because in Australia, we watch these movies, but a lot of this terminology, our cinema scene is growing, as you know.
Yep.
A lot of big Hollywood stars coming to
Very
Australia.
much so. Oh,
yeah. But so we're getting there. But what is an overall movie deal? What does that look like?
It's basically, you make a deal with them. They pay for the overhead for your company, so you can pay your staff and rent your offices and all
Yeah.
that. And then it's called a first look deal, which basically anything you're developing or you find that you want to do, you have to take it to them first, and they have the right of first refusal.
Wow. I've seen The Studio. Seth Rogen's The Studio.
There you go.
You like that? Have you seen that?
It's fun.
Studio?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
it's fun.
When the studio buys Scorsese's film to kill it.
Yeah.
Is that something that happens in the industry? They'll buy a film just so it doesn't get made?
Yeah, it doesn't happen that much anymore, but it's more, it used to be in the old days, if you were a writer,
Yeah.
they would put you on a deal a lot of times just to keep you off the market.
Yes.
So they would like, okay, if he does something great, we'll buy it. But in general, let's just get him off the market so they don't go somewhere else and are brilliant somewhere else.
Wow. So is that deal with Universal done? Have you made those films?
Yeah, that one's done.
Yeah.
And now I've got a deal with Lionsgate right now. So
Good on
it's
you.
great.
Good on you. This upcoming film, The Housemaid. Now I have seen it. Now,
Oh, you see it?
I've seen it.
Oh, nice.
And Paul, incredible. Incredible.
It's fun, right?
I have to be careful what I say. Grace, our beautiful
spoilers.
producer, has read the book, obviously by Freida McFadden. 500,000 Australian purchases, over 2 million globally. It's The Housemaid. You're excited for this as a book.
I'm so excited for this. I'm very excited to see how you'll do it all.
Yeah, it's it's true to the book, but then we added things.
Okay.
Yeah, because somebody who's people who read the book, you want to just see exactly
Yes,
what you read.
yes.
Correct. So, okay, let's talk The Housemaid. Are you afraid of book talk? You should be, Paul.
I'm afraid of the internet in general.
Fair.
Yeah, but no, I mean, book talk. Yeah, I like book talk because it gets it out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've now done 3 movies based on books. I think it's 3, maybe even more. And you just never know what you're wading into. You're always like, you do it so earnestly wanting to please the fans of the books.
Yeah.
And sometimes you do, and then all of a sudden, they hate you. And
Yeah.
you're like, wait, what?
You're going to piss someone off.
About that one?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you've got Sydney Sweeney in this. You've got Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah.
How do you go about casting something like this when it has that amazing source material and the characters are so fleshed out?
Well, they kind of jump off the page. I mean, truth be told, when this was brought to me, Sydney was already attached because Sydney had found the book. And so I'd been dying to work with Sydney because I think she's brilliant. Did you ever see a movie called Reality?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, she was amazing at that. And so when I saw that, I was just like, wow, she's the real deal.
Yeah.
And so then when that happened, and then Amanda Seyfried, I'd had coffee with her like 10 years prior, and we were just like, we have to work together. We're such fans of each other, and never figured something out. And when this popped up, it just seemed like the perfect opportunity because of the physicality between the two of them.
Oh my God, that movie. So much is said without saying anything. And I don't want to spoil it, and I can't spoil it. There's NDAs coming out the wazoo.
Exactly.
And it is, I did not expect the outcome. And that is truthfully exactly how I felt. That scene, the twist at the gates, that's all I'll say. You know what is changing and what happens is so well directed by you because I did not see it coming.
Thank you.
How do you direct Amanda Seyfried in a moment like that?
I mean, she is so talented. It's unbelievable. This is not Hollywood kind of BS. Like, she's just amazing, because my favorite thing to do is like a movie like The Housemaid is different than like Bridesmaids or something, because that we're always trying to plus up the comedy, so we play a little bit more with the script when we're shooting it. Like a thriller, you got to kind of stick to the script.
Yes.
But what you can do is go, try it this way, try it that way, try try it happier, try it weirder, try it crazier, try it, something. And she would just take any of those notes, and suddenly you're like, wow,
Yes.
Fun part of my job is I just sit at a monitor watching it. So I'm watching the movie as it's happening.
Yep.
And when you're watching a movie, a lot of times you'll go like, oh, I wish they would have done this. Well, I have that too, but I go like, oh, you know what? Let me just walk in there and I can actually.
And you can do it, yeah.
You can try to make them do that.
Yeah, the version that we're watching is your final decision in that moment.
Yeah.
Wow. So directing, how does it work for us normies not in the industry? Is it, how many takes are we doing on average on a scene?
It depends on what kind of movie I'm doing. I mean, in general, I would say I do 5 to 10 takes of everything. But like with, comedy, you tend to do more just like try this, try that, try this, try that. But yeah, right around that.
And do you know you've got it when you've got the one, when you've shot the one?
Yeah, but then I always my favorite thing is I think I have it, then I'll go, okay, we got it. And then the actor will be like, can I try one more thing? It's like, yes, because then their creativity is coming to bubble.
Yeah. God, this film, I just cannot wait for people to see The Housemaid. Sydney Sweeney, something about her eyes. Yeah. There is something in those eyes. Yeah. There's a way they describe them, Grace. Billie Eilish has these eyes. It's called something. I don't know.
Like doe eyes?
Yeah, doe eyes, but it's where the whites of the eyes are exposed. It's like a bottom half.
Yeah.
Is a thing, and she has it.
Well, I always call it having a glass head. Like if you can see what somebody's thinking by looking through their eyes, it's kind of amazing, because what you don't have to do with dialogue, you can do is like looking at somebody and their expression. But that's such a deep talent that somebody like Sydney has.
How was Sydney? She was amazing because the poor thing attracts so much drama wherever she goes, and it's in that jeans campaign. The poor thing was in a pair of jeans, and then
everybody's looking to take people down, and Sydney is just the best. She is such a wonderful person. Again, it sounds like Hollywood BS. It's not. I'm telling you, this was such a fun. It was tough because we only had 34 days to shoot this movie, and it's got 200 scenes.
A month to shoot it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like a little over a month.
Yes.
And it's just like, so we were traveling at the speed of light.
Yeah.
And they just were great. Brandon Sklenar is wonderful, and
brilliant. I mean, the intimacy coordinators on that show working overtime.
Well, thank God for them. That's all I'm going to say. Nobody's less comfortable shooting a love scene than yours truly.
What do you do? Do you wince? Because they've got the little cocksock, right? Sorry, is that? No, that's a thing.
I just hadn't heard it referred to as that before.
It's called the privacy patch.
Oh, apologies.
Exactly.
Okay, well, welcome to Australia, Paul. They got the cocksock.
Cocksock.
Yeah.
Right.
And the fanny penny. I don't know what they do.
That was my old stripper name.
For us,
exactly. But,
it's like that old thing. Your porn star name is your street you were born on, your mum's maiden name, and then your first dog's name.
Yeah,
have you heard that?
Exactly. Well, yeah. Well, we had in my movie Spy, we have a joke about that.
What is it?
It was like, what's your porn name? Or it was, what's your spy name? And it's your porn name. But but hers was Fluffy Martin Luther King Jr. Bullet.
That's funny. What would mine be? My mum's maiden name is Macbeth. That's brilliant.
Ooh.
So Macbeth is very theatrical. My first pet was Patch, the guinea pig, and then it was Sturt. So yeah, Macbeth, Patch, Sturt. Sounds like a medical procedure.
I was going to say, right? It's my old law firm. I think.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they do my taxes very well. The Mitch Churi Chat Show is proudly powered by Appliances Online. We love the guys at Appliances Online. It's like we connect with them. Like this show, we want to provide a service to Australians. We want to entertain, and they just want to provide a legendary service. It's really at the heart of what they do. They will keep your home going when you need it the most. They do free recycling of old products, which we love, because nothing worse than having the old fridge when you get a new one. What do I do with it?
Yeah, because nobody wants a fridge just sitting in their lounge room.
No, white goods are famously very heavy.
Yes.
You need a forklift, and then if you don't have a lift, you've got to do a flight of stairs.
Oh, you've got to get one of those trolleys that go up and down stairs.
It's bad. Yeah, no, Appliances Online will sort that out. They'll also do a price match guarantee. They offer thousands of products from 150 leading brands. I mean, that's all the brands I think I need.
Can you even name 150 brands?
No, and I'm not going to, and I don't want. I'll name Appliances Online. That's all I'm going to name. These guys are fantastic. They've served almost 3 million customers in Australia. Products from 150 leading brands, like I said. 95% of households nationwide get free delivery. That's not just service. That's legendary service. That's Appliances Online. Oh, God. So Housemaid, let's stay on that quickly. Sydney Sweeney, incredible. I will say one thing, and I want you to react with your eyes, because I don't want to get in trouble, or you can react however you want.
Okay.
The chandelier.
Yes.
The chandelier.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And am I right with what I'm thinking about the chandelier?
You can think what you'd like.
Okay, good. Okay, people, yeah, all right. But did I see something?
Yeah, it's funny. My editor refers to it as the Harry Potter chandelier. So,
yes,
there's a lot going on with that.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Your publicist looking at me, going, "Stop talking about the fucking chandelier." It's a great moment. It's a really if I think I'm right, then congratulations. I can't wait for Aussies to see that. Yeah, that's really
it's a fun, twisty, thrilling night of the movie.
It's really good. Yeah. Really good. I hope it does well for you.
Thank you.
All the comments on TikTok, on BookTok, I saw the trailer, really positive too, which is
people are really happy with the trailer.
Yeah.
Because we're not giving away a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But kind of paying off things they know about the books.
When you got the book, did you finish it with speed run and go, I need to make this?
Yeah, but I read the script first.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, the adaptation, which was great.
Yes.
So I read that, and I was like, wow, I need to make this. And then when I read the book, it was like, wow, I love this. And I was able to go with the writer, Rebecca Sonnenschein, and go like, you know what? Let's put this back in. Because you just have to take stuff out of a book because they're too long. But there's few things I was like, let's put these back in because I think these are going to be things
we need that
talk about.
Yeah. You know what you did really well? The nuance of the different narrated voices from the different women we see, and then you did a throwback so well, Paul, because it's so hard to change time, and for it to linear and then a throwback and then why is the bathtub here? You did a really good job.
Oh, thanks. No, I love doing that stuff because it's just about little things you do, what you put in slow motion.
Yes. Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Do you feel pressured, like working on a film that has a cult following, such as this, The
I
Handmaid?
mean, it's nerve-wracking, because you don't want to fall in the trap of fan service, because I got burned by that when I did Ghostbusters and
Can I say, brilliant film, by the way?
thank you.
That was Ghostbusters was brilliant with Aussie Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Chris was in that.
Yeah.
That was hilarious, that film.
Thank you. I'm very proud of it. Because a whole political uproar when it came out. But what are you going to do? No, you want to pay off fans, but you don't. If you get too slavish to the fans, even the fans go like, all right, enough.
They can tell.
Yeah, they can kind of tell. So it's really weird. You just kind of have to. You have to just make it great. I always say,
easy,
like, go out. Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, make it good. I want to watch it. But my advice is always like, go buy the book, but then see the movie and then read the book.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So Freida gets the money, and then
everyone gets cash.
Yeah, it's more fun to not know what's coming.
God, those Hollywood deals give me a headache. I'm like, who gets the money? The author gets the money, and then the director gets a cut, and then it's wild, isn't it? Like, it must just be a headache. The money in Hollywood.
Yeah, money and rights, and you're paying. Everybody who is creative deserves to be paid. But that's how movies can get so expensive. A lot of times, what you're paying for you're not even seeing on the screen. It's just behind the scenes.
Can you explain the budget? Because you see the reports, the Variety, they come out and they say it had X amount of budget, and on opening weekend it made this much money. Is that ticket sales? Is that what it is? Yeah. Opening.
That's all ticket sales. Yeah. Ticket sales, and then the theaters make a lot of their money off of concessions.
Got it.
Yeah, because theaters don't keep all the money.
No.
Bring in, but then they get it from just getting people in.
Well, that can make or break a movie. Although I did listen to Kristen Wiig. She was on Amy Poehler's podcast.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, that was brilliant. She was talking about Bridesmaids, which is, of course, one of your babies.
Yeah.
Bridesmaids was brilliant. 2 Oscar nominations for Melissa and for Kristen. Talk to me about that period of your life, because Kristen reminisced on it being a struggle at first. She was called by her manager or a friend who said, "We didn't do it. Opening weekend, it didn't land," and they were worried.
Yeah, I mean, it's when I heard her she's right in a way, but also it was the run up before we came out when everybody was going like, it's going to bomb, and I was told, if it doesn't make $20 million opening weekend, it's considered a failure. And so, so then the day before, the morning that we opened, because they did like a preview, like a midnight preview before, and it didn't do very well money-wise. They called me up and said, like, it's going to do 13 this weekend. So we're like, so we're dead.
What was your budget?
$32 million.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, say walked around like Dead Man Walking all that day. And then as the day went on, they were like, well, actually, it's going to be 15. Well, it might be 17. So I'm like, we're still under that 20 mark. So blah, blah, blah. But then I had Melissa McCarthy and her husband, Ben Falcone, come over because they live in our neighborhood for dinner. We're just kind of licking our wounds.
Yeah.
And then these texts started coming and going like, it's looking like 19. Then it was like, looks like 20. Then it looks like 21, looks like 22, looks like 24. And then we were like, oh, God.
It's like election night. My God.
Crazy. And then my wife checked Twitter, and it was like, she put in Bridesmaids, said like, all these people are going, it's sold out. We can't get in. It's sold out. So we were like, get in the car. So we all got in the car and went down to the theater, one of the theaters, and walked in, and the place was packed.
Get out.
Yeah, and that was really exciting. So we actually, I'm not sure how Kristen's people told it to her, but for me, all I knew was the studio was like, okay, this might be okay. But still, it wasn't like a blowout opening weekend.
Yes.
It was just the fact that we didn't drop for like 2 months. We just had like 5 to 10% drop off, which is unheard of. I mean, normally a movie second weekend will drop off 40 to 50%, 60 if it's not doing well, 70 if it's bombing.
So what do you attest that to? Is it the amazing Kristen Wiig, Maya Rudolph, the brilliant writing? Kristen was on SNL at the time. Like what's the magic?
It was just a combo of all those things. The word of mouth was just going through the roof. So that's the biggest thing. And it was early days of Twitter, considering, and it was kind of the movie that Twitter made, because we did a ton of word of mouth screenings in the run up. And we'd go on and check after we had done it and just put in Bridesmaids, and all these things come, oh my God, just saw the funniest movie, blah, blah, blah.
Really?
So the word of mouth was going great. And there's also the thing of like, guys could have looked at it and said like, oh, it's a chick flick, blah, blah, blah. But then they went with their wives and I think went to their friends like, oh, it's actually really funny. You can go see it, and blah, blah, blah. So it just kind of just built and built and built.
Had both.
Yeah.
Had something for everyone.
And to this day, I mean, people, that's all they ever want to talk about is Bridesmaids.
Oh, you do?
Which is fantastic.
That moment on the plane. Oh,
Exactly. Helen knows the owner.
Oh, you do? Yeah, he knows the owner. I have to say, on behalf of Australia, thank you for showing everyone how funny Rose Byrne is.
Thank you. She's the greatest. My God, you kidding me?
She's ours.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I love Rose so much. You know, I've done 2 movies with her because she was
Spy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Brilliant in Spy. One of the best villains of all time. Spy is Grace, one of our favorite movies.
Yeah, we very much bonded over our love for Spy.
Thanks.
No, the scene on the private jet.
Oh, yeah.
Where she's
That's one of my favorites.
Wait, is she talking about her mother?
Yeah.
What's that bit? What's the bit?
Oh, it's a whole thing. You remind me of my mother, you know, and then she shows a picture, like, you know, like the most terrifying looking woman ever. It's like,
Why is that so funny? That's so
hello,
good.
doppelganger.
Oh yeah, literally. God, that's funny. And and Spy, like everyone wants to know Spy 2. Will there be a sequel? I know you've got a script.
No, there's no script.
There's no script?
No.
Oh shit.
There's so much misinformation on the internet.
Yeah, I know. I'm spreading it myself.
Talked about it, and I've had a really good idea for what the sequel would be, but I'm not big on sequels. I
Really?
kind of feel like once you've done it, everybody wants sequels.
Yes.
And then when you do it, people are never as happy that you did it.
Yeah, you know what bucked the trend? Shrek 2.
Well, there you go.
What a brilliant film.
Godfather 2 did okay. Too.
Did it really?
Yeah, I
okay,
think
so sometimes it works.
Best picture, exactly.
Yeah, yes. The Simpsons are doing a second film.
Yeah, which is very exciting.
Interesting.
No, I broke my rule last year and put out another Simple Favor, and I was very happy with it.
Yeah, you love that. Grace, you're a Simple Favor.
It was great. I love a simple favor and another simple favor.
Do you have a Simple Favor question for the Simple Favor fans?
No, I think I blew it on the martini thing.
That was very, very early for you to pipe in too.
So
I thought,
sorry.
hey, we got Paul
that-
Feig in
yeah,
the studio, and Grace
right
is
up
jumping
front,
in.
just bam.
Yeah, I mean, how dare you? We've got rules, Grace.
Neutralize you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little on the nose, man. He's a Hollywood celeb. What's the highest award you've got? I know I have it here somewhere, but what
Well, I'm very proud. I won a DGA award,
Ooh.
Directors Guild. Yeah,
Yes,
for
congratulations.
directing. Thank you for the dinner party episode of The Office.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's the wedding, right? Is it?
No.
Oh no, you did the wedding.
Yeah, I did the wedding too, but I did the dinner party where
Yes.
he invites Pam and Jim over for
Yes.
dinner, and it's just the most cringy.
The TV
episode. Yeah.
with how proud he is of his. Was that your choice to make it the world's worst, smallest?
That was in the script, but it was we laughed so hard making that episode.
When they go into the garage,
Yeah.
and it's just full of shit.
I know exactly. He's trying to do
Ow.
the candle company.
Yes. Okay. So I've got so many questions for you. This is so exciting for me, honestly.
Please, bring it on.
Context is when I was 19, I did something similar to you. I packed my bags and moved to New York.
Nice.
And I did UCB.
Oh.
I did improv and groundlings classes, and it was everything I wanted and more. Then I came back to Australia and fell into radio, and you get a job, you take a job.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, stayed in Australia.
It's great.
But I love that whole world. And as someone who studied improv and loves it, you see in so many interviews and so many moments, and so many actors say the improv is where we get our best parts and our best jokes and quips. And I think the audience are a bit disillusioned to think that a lot of the funniest moments are improv, right? Because I saw Nick Offerman in a great interview. I interviewed him. A great interview.
Oh, wow. Humble brag. Look at this.
I saw the best interview with Nick Offerman. I watch myself a lot, Paul.
He was with a brilliant interviewer.
A beautiful young man. No, I interviewed him and I asked him, and he said, people always compliment me improvising in Parks and Rec, but it's all the writer.
Yeah.
It's all the writers.
Yeah. No, there's such a kind of information about improv in movies because, a lot of my detractors, especially the ones that were all against Ghostbusters, were all like, no, it's just they should just improv the whole thing. So we don't improv the whole thing.
Yes.
Like we really work hard on the script because you can't improv a movie. I mean, even I don't know, the guys who do that, do these rehearsals and kind of get a you have a roadmap and then you go in and do it. No, it's the moments. Like in a scene that's very scripted, there's certain jokes.
Yes.
And those are the things you can play with.
Yeah, right. Different outs, certain outs. Yeah.
Surprise me with this, surprise me with that.
But then you work with an actor like Steve Carell on that episode of The Office. Yeah. Do you say play? Just have a play?
No, it's too structured for that. But within that structure, I'm like, yeah, go ahead, and if you got something you want to try it. But it's always within that structure. You know what I mean?
As a comedy nerd, do you sit there watching actors like that, or actors like Kristen Wiig on Bridesmaids, and just go, "This, I'm watching this happen live."
Oh, 100%. No, I just, I get to, like I said, I'm watching a movie and I get to kind of adjust it as I listen to or watch it.
Yes.
I go like, it'd be great if that would happen. Oh, try this.
Yeah,
try that.
yeah.
No, but I'm constantly in awe. I mean, we, in Bridesmaids, when we shot the airplane scene, her coming up the first time, high and drunk.
Out of the curtains.
Yeah.
The curtains open. There she is.
Yeah, we did it like 8 times just because every time she would do something different,
Yeah.
it's like, go again.
Yes,
I can't wait to see what you're going to do this time.
So so she was improvising on the scene on the plane.
Yeah, I mean, basically. I mean, it was, she's supposed to come up, say, I'm fine. I'd be like, are you okay? And she's supposed to give Helen a hard time. So that was all kind of scripted. But then she started playing with suddenly, I'm ready to party. Like that was all kind of one take and like, that's hilarious. Okay.
Yes.
And her giving, the whole, and Helen knows the owner, all that stuff. It was her take on stuff that was already in the script.
I think what gets slept on, we were talking about this, Grace, is the speech topping between Rose and Kristen.
Yeah.
When Kristen's character, short speech from the heart,
Yeah.
and then Rose has something, and then they just keep getting up and topping each other.
Yeah.
That scene is hilarious.
And there was a lot of improv in that, but it was also, we were both, we had it set up and like we'd be on, like myself and one of the writers would be on each side of the set. And so as one would do something, they come over and go, oh, try this. And we were just feeding stuff into, they were getting ideas. So they just kept coming back and forth and topping each other.
Yeah.
And it just got completely out of control.
It's so good. I think one of my favorite micro moments in Bridesmaids is the Jordan almond in the wedding scene, in the wedding dress scene.
Yeah.
Which everyone wants to talk about the shit on the street.
Right.
But it's the nuance of the sound that Jordan almond makes in her dry mouth.
Oh, no, totally.
Oh, that
And she can
invented
barely get
ASMR. You can barely get it.
Quivering mouth. No, I mean, God, Kristen's so brilliant. And like, she just had this little can, this spray can of Evian water, because I was trying to figure out how are we going to do the sweat thing. She goes, so she'd just keep the camera rolling. So she'd do a line and we'd move the camera a little closer and she would spray her face. And we'd do, as Rose is coming forward, so she would just, between lines, she would spray her face again. So she's getting sweatier and sweatier. And I've always had an obsession with Jordan almonds ever since I was a kid.
Yes.
You go to a wedding, I never heard, that was how I never heard about a Jordan almond. So I was like, we have to have Jordan almonds in this scene. So that was my
They're actually
addition.
quite yum. They're quite delicious.
They're delicious.
I love
They're
an
like big,
almond.
fancy M&Ms.
Yeah, you're right. You're a man that loves adult things.
There you go.
So you
See,
love a
it's a
Jordan
form
almond.
of M&M.
I'm psychoanalyzing you. The Mitch Churi Chacha. That's where the celebs come to be psychoanalyzed.
Here you go. Thank you, Mitch.
All right, I would like to name some talent that you've worked with, some celebs, and I just give me a first thought. It can be a sentence, it can be a memory, whatever you like. We've spoken about her so much. Kristen Wiig.
Yeah. Brilliant, inventive, funny at being a person who is on the edge of falling apart.
Yeah.
That's what's so kind of great about her. She's a vulnerable comedian, like comedic personality.
Yes.
Yeah.
On her interview with Amy on Good Hang, one of the moments that I loved is she said she's at her funniest when there is someone to cut to that is reacting to her, which is so perfect because that is exactly every character she plays. Target Lady is so funny because you pan to the customer who is going, who the fuck is this woman?
Oh, no, totally. The surprise lady, like, surprise. No, too funny.
Melissa McCarthy.
Great actor, amazing improviser, just very in sync with what I find funny, and I'm very in sync with what she finds funny, and yeah, so it's kind of like we're well matched. And
you have dinner parties together.
We do.
Does she cook for you? Is she a good cook?
I'm sure she's a good cook. She's never cooked for me.
Yeah, call her. You need to fix that.
Exactly.
Sydney Sweeney. Is this the first time you've worked with her? Was on.
Yeah.
So first thought, Sydney.
Brilliantly instinctual, wonderfully subtle.
Yeah.
But a lion, like just explosive side can come out of her.
Yeah.
And it's so great because you don't expect the character she plays to have that side.
Yeah. Alison Janney, the great.
Oh, God. Janney, party in a box.
Yeah.
She is one of the most fun people you'll ever hang out with, and obviously an enormous talent.
Yeah. Blake Lively?
Blake Lively is Earth Mother. She is. She's like the world's greatest mom. She loves her kids. I've seen her. She's not somebody who hands off her kids to a nanny. She is like there. The kids are with her all the time.
Yeah.
She's very mothering of them and hugely talented. Very underrated talent.
Sandra Bullock.
Great. Sandra is super funny, super kind of just ready to kind of go for it.
Yeah, she's a pro. She strikes me as a pro.
Total pro.
Yeah.
And just really, she's cool.
There's a common thread here of funny women. You work with a lot of funny women.
I love funny women.
Yeah,
It's
right.
my favorite thing.
Yeah. Jason Statham?
Oh my God, my hero. I love Statham so much. I came to working with Jason because my wife Lori and I are such enormous fans of Jason's. We
Really?
watch every single movie. And
You love Jason.
I love Jason.
What's it about Jason Statham?
Because he's so solid and he's so like you can't take your eyes off him.
Yeah.
And like if there's anything goes down, you want Jason Statham on your side.
Yes.
And yet he's really funny and he's really charming. And that side of his personality doesn't get brought out a lot in movies. And so that's why it was fun to kind of have him make fun of his persona in Spy.
Yeah. Yeah, he was brilliant.
He's good.
Did you work with the great Diane Keaton? We lost her this week.
No, I was friends with Diane.
Oh, really?
It's really sad. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, thanks. No, she was one. The great thing about Diane is she's exactly who you think she would be.
Yes.
And who you would want her to be.
Really?
Yeah. That's not like an act she puts on. Like she was just really kind of funny and kooky and just, heart on her sleeve and just
Eclectic.
Yeah, eclectic and a lovely person. And so creative and artistic. I mean, she wrote books and she did, directed and she does collage art and it flips houses. I mean, redesigns
Really?
houses. Oh yeah, she was amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss.
thanks.
The loss for the creative
She
space.
was great. Yeah.
What makes you laugh? What are you laughing at when you're not at work? Or like you said before, Melissa knows what makes you laugh. You know what makes her laugh. What is it that you're laughing at if it's not a film that you're working on?
Cat videos.
Really?
I love cat videos.
Where they're hitting things?
Oh yeah, cats creating mayhem is my favorite thing. Or cat slaps. Those are hilarious.
They slap.
I love cat slaps.
Cats love a slap.
Really funny.
Yeah.
No, but just cats creating destruction. They make when they jump on something and it all falls over and topples down.
That's not what I expected.
No.
Cats.
Yeah.
Well, what did you do before the internet? There were no cat videos anywhere, Paul.
I know. I had my own cat and just waited for it to be funny, and it wasn't that funny. So I thank you.
You'd sit there, do something funny.
I know exactly. I didn't have any editing. I wait around for days for something hilariously mayhem to happen.
So are you a cat guy? You've got cats.
I love cats. No, I don't have cats because my wife's allergic.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing funny about
Which
that.
I think people who say they're allergic to cats, 90% of them just don't like cats.
That's a good point.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I'm allergic to dog saliva.
Oh.
Dogs are good, but if I get licked, I'm like it sets me off. Isn't it weird?
So you just have to hang around with unfriendly dogs.
Dogs that don't want to touch. I'm going to be super clean. That's my kind of thing.
No, we do have dogs. We're actually
Scottish Terriers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're actually picking up a new one on this trip who is being
In Australia?
yes from Melbourne.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Is
so
your
much.
wife here with you?
Yeah, she is.
Okay, so how did you find this Aussie Scottish Terrier?
We became friends with these breeders, Dumbarton Scotties, it's called, and they're in Melbourne, and we became friends with them 10, 12 years ago.
Wow.
And and then we just lost one of our Scotties, and
I'm sorry.
and thank you. And then my wife was so sad, and she called them up, and they're like, "Well, we actually have one."
No way.
My wife is literally flying to Melbourne tomorrow to meet the new dog.
And then wait, you got to quarantine it when you get back to the States, right?
No, they've kind of loosened the regulations now. He has to be shipped. So he's going to be shipped.
Wow.
I know, exactly. In December.
Wow.
But his name is Kevin.
Kevin.
We're very
Oh my
excited
God. That's the only border Trump has loosened. He's like, you know what? I'm okay with Scottish Terriers.
Yeah, exactly. Somehow, well, I think his mother was Scottish.
Bring him in. Oh yeah, maybe there's something in that. Oh gosh.
Oi. I apologize, everybody, for my country.
What? You're the country. And I don't want to talk politics. I'm not a politically minded person. I was entertained. Now it's actually a bit scary, really. Mm-hmm. But the Jimmy Kimmel of it all and the late night and this show is inspired so much by that culture. Yeah. And it doesn't really exist in Australia. But the silencing of Stephen Colbert with CBS, directly tied to Trump, the administration, and then Kimmel, however you slice that. Oh boy. I mean, where do you even start? Is it trickling into the industry? It has to be.
Yeah. I mean, people are being very cautious.
Yeah.
And it's really sucks.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. It's not what our country's all about.
No, it's not. Well, it's based on freedom, right? Freedom of speech.
Yeah,
And
freedom
it's
of speech. That's
almost the opposite.
It's our First Amendment.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Also, the comedy is at the core. It's sort of anti-establishment. That's what it is.
Well, people in power have always been afraid of comedians.
Yeah.
It's only the kings with their court jester. The court jester is the only one that could get away with putting down the king. And apparently, if they went too far, sometimes they'd still be, beheaded.
Yeah.
But this too shall pass.
Yes, I agree with you. I always say if I was born 3,000 years ago, I would have ended up with a hunchback in a bell tower of sorts. I'd just be ringing relentlessly, or I'd be a court jester happily.
There you go.
Exactly. I would happily have been that person.
That's right.
30 Rock.
Yeah.
The episode you directed of 30 Rock. Cleveland, one of my favorite episodes. 30 Rock is my favorite series of all time. In fact, if someone were to ring my phone, my ringtone is the theme to 30 Rock.
Oh, nice.
And I also know that you were a producer and a writer for Saturday Night Live.
No.
Oh, you weren't?
No.
Oh, you weren't at all?
No.
Were you in the building in the 90s?
The Office. Yeah, I mean, I know all those people.
Yes.
I've been there a million times.
So you didn't write for Saturday Night Live at all?
No.
Oh, did you think of is that because you're in the universe?
I was an actor and a comedian. That was my dream, was to be a regular on Saturday Night Live, but just never happened.
Really?
No, I love that show so much, and my one of my best friends, Steve Higgins, runs it underneath.
Higgins.
Yeah. Higgins.
He's Fallon's announcer as well on the Tonight Show.
Yeah, so he runs the show kind of under Lorne, and he's brilliant.
Who do you think will take over from Lorne? The rumors are Tina Fey, but who do you think could do it?
Jesus. Well, I've also heard Seth Meyers named band.
I've heard that too. Yeah.
I just don't think Lorne's ever going to leave.
No, I know. He's 80s, right? He's got to leave.
Yeah, well, why would he leave? I've known Lorne for a while, and I love Lorne. He's great.
Do you have a Lorne impression? Everyone does a good Lorne.
I know, exactly. Nah, I mean, not that I would pull out.
Yeah, okay, yeah, confidently.
Others do it so much better than
They
me.
do. They all sound the same. How is it? What's his temperament? Is he a funny guy, Lorne? He's such an enigma to me.
He's just a really smart guy, he knows. Clearly, he knows comedy. He's discovered, some of the greatest comedians of all time.
Yes.
Yeah, he's very thoughtful, serious, and he knows what he needs and all.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, yeah.
Comes out a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's done me some solids, when I was doing, not so much Bridesmaids, because we did that during the summer when they were off, but Ghostbusters, I needed to get like Kate McKinnon and Leslie Jones.
Yeah, who was on the cast at the time, yeah.
Yeah, and he was really, really nice at kind of...
Oh, because their recording schedule was so ruthless, right?
Yeah. Well, they were shooting up in Boston, and they were doing it in New York, so they were having to go back and forth, and it's a lot.
There's something magical about 30 Rock. That building, the culture, Saturday Night Live. You still watch it?
Oh, yeah, religiously.
Who do you love? I love Bowen, but I think Bowen Yang is brilliant.
Bowen is just so funny.
So funny.
Yeah, I like them all. I mean, but some of the people I really love had just left. Well, I mean, Keaton is one of my favorite.
Keaton Thompson, yeah.
Keaton is so funny. I worked with Keaton when he was a kid.
On the Keaton Show?
No, on Heavyweights, the movie I was in.
Get Out.
Yeah.
He was a little boy.
He was a little boy.
Funny? Was he quick?
He was so funny.
Yeah.
He's an old soul. Like, he's as funny now as he was then.
I would watch Keaton and Kel. That was an old Nickelodeon show.
Oh, totally.
And that made it to Australia, and he was it was a sketch show.
Yeah.
He was so funny. Do you have a favorite Saturday Night Live sketch ever?
I do, actually. Yeah, it was called Rocket Dog, I think it was called. It was Tracy Morgan, and Kristen Wiig, and Tracy Morgan was this really like skeezy kind of film producer who just produced a movie called Rocket Dog.
Yeah,
and they would show like a scene from it, and then it would go to the end credits, but the end credits were always an in memoriam of who died. And it eventually got where everybody in the movie had died, but it would come up to that song "Life Is a Highway."
Yeah,
and it's just hilariously ridiculous. It just gets weirder and weirder, and it's really hard to find on the internet. And I think it's because they lost the rights to "Life Is a Highway," but you can find it. Really dig.
It's out there somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Rocket Dog or Space Dog? I think it's Rocket Dog.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah.
You're in Sydney, obviously. Hi, you're here, but you're here for South by Southwest as well as promoting the new film. You're doing the Freaks and Geeks Marathon. Well, there is a Freaks and Geeks Marathon.
There is one. Yeah, I sadly won't be here for it, but yeah, it was 14 hours. I know, it's crazy. I wish I could be here for it.
That is the fact. I mean, you must love the fact that you can come halfway across the globe, you can get yourself a new dog, and there can be a marathon of this show that you did all these years ago that springboarded so many careers. Jason Segel, James Franco, Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
That that show must hold a special place in your heart.
Oh, very much so. It was a very personal show for me.
Yes.
Because it's so based on my childhood.
Yeah, of course.
Growing up in Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, it's been 25 years plus now. And, you always hope that your work's going to go beyond you, but when it actually does, it's really cool. Yeah, so it's not. I mean, I always... One of the motivations to do it was I had such a bad time going to high school and stuff. And even when I was so terrified going in, I wanted to do something for like, if your kid's about to go into high school, go like, just put this on and go, look, it's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
But it's going to be hilarious too.
Yes.
You'll get through it.
Yeah, and you'll realize later how hilarious it
You'll
was.
thrive. It'll be terrible during it. Just.
I'm one of those people that doesn't think it needs a to be touched on again.
No, again, everybody wants more, and I'm just, and over the years, I've been getting so many offers, but it's like, first of all, I don't know, like, I'd have to get a new cast, and to do it today, I don't have any take on being a teen today. It just seems like being a teen today is horrendous.
Being a teen today, teenagers have full skincare routines now. I know. On my TikTok page, there was this 12-year-old applying retinol to their face.
Yeah, no, I mean, getting Botox in their 20s.
It's
like,
scary.
Okay, sure, why not?
It actually is scary. Do you think the internet's helped with... it's helped with discovery, finding real... I mean, this is an internet show, so I have to say we love the internet, which we do. Great for discoverability. But... it's a void and it's getting scarier, right?
Yeah, it's it's the best of things and the worst of things, really. I went from being like everybody loved me on the internet to becoming one of the most hated men on the internet for a while.
Yeah, that was during Ghostbusters.
Yeah, and it's just like the anonymity, I think, of the internet is the scariest thing about it.
How was that for you? Did you have to shut off like when that happened?
Yeah, you do. You just kind of go like, I got to get away from this because. Yes. But I didn't handle it well at first because I had always had a great relationship with the internet because of Freaks and Geeks, Bridesmaids, my other movies. And so when suddenly I was kind of like, hey, guys, I'm going to do this all-female Ghostbusters. Yeah. So much fun. And expecting like, oh, they're going to be so happy. And first 24 hours, everybody was happy. And then the next rest of the years, like the fury came out because it went to all the secondary trolls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I love the movie. I thought it was great. I liked it.
Thank you.
Question just for me, how do you direct drunk? Because I've seen all over the internet, in all interviews with any director I ever listened to, it's so hard to direct. It's actors go ham. They go too far one way. So
I thought you meant how do I direct while I'm drunk?
Well, you're drunk now and you're doing a great job. Yeah, and I'm directing you.
They're very good. Yeah. Exactly. You just kind of pass out in your chair.
Yeah.
Shit your pants. And
is that what that smell is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Got it.
Exactly. No, I mean, it's very hard to direct a drunk scene. The actor you work with has to be good at it.
Okay. I mean, what's the key? Because drunk people often are hiding the fact that they're drunk.
That's exactly it. Yeah. Pretending you're not drunk. You know who is the greatest at playing drunk?
Who?
Is Anna Kendrick. She plays it so funny.
Really? Anna Kendrick?
Because she just gets all, hey, it's all just kind of like, you just lose that one little bit of inhibition.
Yes, yeah.
Your movements get a little too, I always say like, drunk is when you lose control of your lower back. You're like, hey,
you're right.
Forward too fast.
Yes, like a Slinky, the Slinky dog from Toy Story. It's kind of all over the place.
But the slurring and all that, it can definitely be like, that's fake. Because you're right. When you're drunk, you just want nobody to know you're drunk.
Correct. Yeah. And then Kristen Wiig did it so well in Bridesmaids. That was really that was
she's so funny.
And then so you find it awkward to direct the sex scenes. Why? Yes. Why?
Because you're like, it's. You never want to be like, come on, baby. You like be the gross guy. Like,
please don't.
Get in there, pull him out.
You know what I like? Yeah, that's what I do.
Totally, because I'm so just afraid of like, is everybody comfortable? Like, am I making you do anything? It's like, Coco from Fame. You don't want to be, suddenly having somebody weeping on your set. So like when I directed a show called Weeds,
I love Weeds.
Yeah, such a fun show. But we had this whole kind of arc on the show where Justin Kirk's character was like a PA on like a porn set.
Yeah.
And we had all these porn scenes I had to do. And so I said to Genji Cohen, because they had these like stuff, they had wanted these actors to do a lot of stuff. I said, if you want me to direct this, we have to hire porn actors.
Oh.
So I'm not going to get some poor girl that's just moved in from Kansas, wants to be an actor, like, okay, and then suddenly it's Coco all over again.
Yeah.
So she said, okay. So we cast all these porn stars or actors on it. And the funniest moment was this one woman was auditioning with these lines, and she was not doing very well.
Yeah.
And she just stopped. She was like, she goes, look, man, I don't act. I just fuck.
That's how Grace got this job, which is so funny. You should get Paul's number after. Yeah.
But Genji Cohen thought it was so funny. She had a T-shirt printed for me that said that.
Oh, really?
So in my garage, I have a T-shirt that said I don't act.
That's so funny. Hey, what have you stolen from set? You must have some merch or some memorabilia.
Oh, yeah. I've got proton packs from
Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Got
Jordan Armand from Bridesmaids.
If only. Oh, I wish. No, I always try to take something from one of my movies.
Yeah.
It's fun. I've got props all over our office and stuff.
So what do you do next? Like, you're so accomplished. What do you want to tackle? Is it comedy? Because The Housemaid, there's funny moments and there's levity, but it's not a comedy.
No, exactly. But it's fun, in its extremeness.
Yes.
And I love the comedy of extremeness. I find it. Because all the best comedy now is kind of coming out of horror movies, if you think about it.
Yeah.
You look like Megan, the
Megan 2, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just watched Megan 2, and actually I thought it was really
I liked
funny.
Megan 2 as well.
I know, and I thought it really addressed some, interesting topics.
I agree. Allison's great. I think Allison was really good, the lead, right?
Yeah,
she's brilliant.
Yeah, but it was funny. I really like the woman who played the other Abigail, whatever the bad robot.
Robot,
was.
yes.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah.
In a movie, have you seen a movie called Abigail that came out?
No, I haven't.
A year or two ago. It's about the little girl who's a ballerina and these
Always a little girl.
I know.
It's a doll or a doll.
bad guys kind of kidnap her, and it turns out she's a vampire. And it's so over the top and hilarious and delightful.
Camp and stupid.
Yeah, Weapons. Did you see?
Weapons was brilliant.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Weapons is so
That
fun.
movie turns so funny.
Yes.
By that whole end sequence, no spoilers, but just with
Oh, yeah.
getting chased.
Oh, yeah.
It's so
That's so funny.
funny.
But you know what? It's the synergy between humor and horror. They're playing similar notes, right?
100%.
It's tension, release, and tension.
Totally. Scares and screams laughs and screams are just, I learned it when I did the Heat, and we had that sequence where, Sandra Bullock gets stabbed with the knife in the leg.
Yeah.
They pull it out, and he's like, he's coming back. We're going to put it back in. And Melissa can't get the knife back in her leg. And the audience was howling with laughter and screaming in terror at the same time. And I was like, I like that.
Yeah.
I want more of that.
Do you subscribe to the rules of comedy, like rules of thirds, and are you subscribing to those?
I mean, there's rules that you don't stick hard and fast to them, but they just work. You know, like certain things you can go one more, but if you go one more beyond that, then it doesn't work. And so some things are there in comedy because they're true.
Do you have a favorite movie of all time? Terrible question to ask a director.
Well, no, I do actually. It's a Wonderful Life. It's my
really.
I don't think it's the greatest movie ever made. I just think, for what a movie should do to be an entertaining experience for an audience, that movie does everything.
Favorite comedic actor? Actress, but both included, of course.
Oh, boy. That's a tough one. I mean, Will Ferrell's hilarious.
Yeah.
Chris Farley was the funniest person on the
Farley.
planet.
Did you work with Farley?
Yeah.
Really? What did you work on?
I was an actor with him.
Really?
Yeah. I did Tom Arnold had a show called The Jackie Thomas Show, and Farley did an episode, and sweetest guy in the world. But I think just one of the funniest people who ever walked the earth.
Really? I've heard David Spade. They were very close. Yeah. But I listened to David's podcast with Dana Carvey.
Yeah, I just did that.
Yeah, and their sort of memorial to Chris was brilliant. Was he funny in the room when cameras went on?
Yeah, he was just a funny guy, but he was a lovely guy.
Really?
He was so sweet. So sweet. Last time I saw him when he was alive, my friend and I ran into him at the Rose Bowl, and he was with his mom. Hey, Paul, and he was just a lovely, lovely guy.
Wow.
Yeah, what a huge loss.
Did you work with Belushi ever? John Belushi? No, you didn't? No.
I wish.
That's that Saturday Night Live world,
another
right?
hero, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Aykroyd and all those guys, yeah.
Aykroyd's great, yeah. Chevy, everyone loves Chevy, love or hate Chevy, yeah.
I got to work with Bill, that was cool.
Yeah, in the Ghostbusters, yeah, of course.
That was really fun.
Far out. Yeah. Oh, this has been so much fun. I'm tickled. I could ask you questions about comedy for hours and hours and hours. Before we go, we have to do what we do at the end of the show every single episode, and that is to ask our guest. Today it's you, Paul Feig. When we built this studio, I demanded, and you'll get this, I demanded that we had a functioning door.
Yes.
Which you can see behind me.
There it is.
It works, right? And as a director, you get it. It does not serve a purpose other than the fact that it functions.
Yeah, there you go.
It was expensive. So Acast, the production studio, said, you need to find a use case for it. So welcome to the door or one more. So you can either take the door right now, Paul, and you can go. The interview is done, albeit a little like we haven't said goodbye, so it
Yeah.
might be a little awkward.
Could be weird.
It could be
Yeah,
very,
could be.
very weird. In fact, and you know what? I'll make it weird.
A buzzkill. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Or you can take our one more question. It's next to you in an envelope that Grace has made a la the Emmys. It's got that sound when you open it. It feels like you're presenting an award. That question hasn't been approved by your PR team who are here.
Good.
You don't know what this question is.
Perfect.
So, Paul Feig, would you like to take the door and go home, or would you like to answer one more unapproved question?
What's behind the door?
A trip hazard. Many open wires,
was it?
exposed flames.
Open bar.
No.
Buffet?
No. I will say no one has chosen to take the door thus far because the temptation, it's so real.
I know, because as entertainers, we want to keep talking.
That's right, yeah.
But the opportunity to be the first one to do something,
I know,
is
right?
very tempting.
I know.
But I think I'm going to go with everybody else.
He's taking, you going to do it?
Take one
He's taking
more.
one more. All right,
There we
Paul.
go.
Rip it open. Take it.
More for the road.
One more. This is.
Does it open?
Oh, what you know? That's all right.
One more microphone.
Paul's
I think
drunk.
I need. I'm drunk as a skunk. Is it open down or up?
Yeah, I think it's down.
Sorry.
Is it down, Grace?
Just
No.
like a cut. Just
Oh, it's got a Velcro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at
She spent
that.
no expenses spared.
No.
What is your shoe size? Why would you ask?
Okay, that was private. I texted you that, and I thought that was going to be a thought in your head.
A little personal.
Yeah. Oh, it's a 4, is it? It's small. Smaller than I thought.
I've got a hoof. Is AI the end of show business?
Oh, hot
controversial.
question. I know. Your
So
PR
Megan, this is Megan too.
So, yeah, it is. Your PR team going crazy. They're trying to get on set. Whoa. Hold them back, Grace. Hold them back. Just go answer it. Is AI, what do you think about it?
I don't think it is. I think people are more worried about it. Is it the end of humanity? Possibly. But is it the end of showbiz? I don't think so, because here's the thing. AI is an amalgamation of everything that has come before.
Yeah.
But creativity and things that entertain and things that make us think are things that haven't been done yet. And so while an AI can give you a rehash of a bunch of different things and they've melded them together, which, a lot of writers work that way too. But the best stuff comes from people's new takes on the world, fresh takes, their experiences that nobody else has had before. And that's the stuff people want. So whereas AI can give you stuff and go like, oh, I've kind of seen that before. That's cool. It's the things that go, wow, that that movie Sinners, that's a brilliant movie. Like, where would that have come from? I defy an AI to come up with that movie, with that message and that kind of heart and stuff to it.
Do we think it's going to, we can put Sinners in there now, and then in 5 years it'll be terrifying?
Well, no, then you'll get a rehash of Sinners, and you go like,
right.
Remember that was great when we did it before. So, I study the human brain a lot. I'm just fascinated by, like, are we computers? Like, are we, do we
Is this a simulation?
Yeah, exactly. Are we in the Matrix? I don't know.
I think we might be.
We might be.
I really think we might be.
I think I just saw a cat walk by here twice. So, no, I think it's, we will keep moving forward, and then it's just like, look, Hollywood's this way.
Yeah.
Somebody does something completely original that nobody thought would work. It becomes a big hit. Everybody tries to copy it.
Yeah.
And then people get tired of the copies, and then somebody does something new, and so we're chasing around. So I think original thinkers are going to keep moving things forward, and everybody else, and AI included, will chase along behind.
Optimistic.
Like the dog trying to catch.
Yes.
God, I can't talk. Dog trying to catch a car, or the man trying to say a sentence.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
Exactly.
I saw a great, I was going to say I read a great article, but I actually saw a TikTok. That's my workaround. But I just caught myself out. I saw a great TikTok, and it was a creator. It was a very nuanced take, and they were saying that I don't think we should be worried about AI, because it's going to get to a point where it makes our phone, obsolete, because we cannot discern what is real and what is AI anymore. So what it will do is it will push us away from devices and the content, because we can't work it out. Yeah. And what it will do is it'll make live performance boom again, and it will make theater and live comedy and performances and human connection so much bigger. So that was the only AI take that I saw that I thought I can see that happening and is remotely optimistic. Otherwise, it's grim.
Yeah, I agree. Because already, even without AI, we can kind of see anything we want to see. Like, it's not, when we first saw, I'm an old guy. When you saw Star Wars the first time, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Like, it's just mind blowing. Now, it's really tough to surprise people with something like that unless it's just a concept that's so crazy.
Yes.
But it's the execution of it is people are like, that's impossible to do. Everybody goes, yeah, you can do whatever you want. But, if you see something and you're going like, that's so creative, I wouldn't have thought of that. You're not thinking about how that got made. You're going like, wow, that idea is really cool.
And it's a cat hitting a toy and falling off a bed.
If that's all it is, there.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's your next cinematic release. It'll be a 6-second video, a cat falling off a bed.
Exactly. But everybody, please stop doing AIs of cats like carving sushi and juggling and stuff. It's like, it's not fun. I go, clearly it's not real. So
You've seen the AI cat videos, that murderous cat?
Yeah.
Oh, that murderous cat. That cat that kills people.
Exactly.
And I think that cat's a shit friend. It goes, I'm going to call my shark friend because I've killed a tiger. And then the shark comes over to hide the body. And you go, this is nice. Then the cat kills the shark. Who is this murderous cat?
But you can't trust an AI cat.
You can't. And you should have learned from fucking Garfield.
Thank you. If we learn nothing from this episode.
Yeah, that's right. That's the takeaway.
Garfield.
This was a pleasure. I had so much fun. Thank you for being here. You need to go and see your brand new film. I don't know when it's out, actually. Can I get the date? Do you know when it's out in Australia? December 26th. Boxing Day. Oh, great.
Oh,
great.
look at that.
Great.
Perfect. The perfect Boxing Day celebration.
Yeah, you can go and see The Housemaid Boxing Day in Australia, December 26th. We cannot wait to see it.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. It was a privilege.
Thank you, Mitch. Thank you. You're all wonderful. This was so much fun.
Thank you. We'll get you a drink.
Can I go through that door?
Do you want to?
Can I?
Cut the cameras. Cut the camera. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Man.
You can't have both.
I'm on everything.